You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
We're going to be talking to Lee, and he's going to be letting us know this evening how this year's Sunset Seaside Stroll went. Lee, as always, it's good to have you here at BRFM.
And it's good to always be here.
So I was wondering, Lee, if you could start off by letting us know what happened this year.
Well, basically, the Sunset Stroll is a sponsored walk, so people gathered up by the start line, which was up at the Lees in Minster. They signed in. We had a stall there where people could dedicate a candle bag to anyone who's either fighting cancer or has beat cancer or has been lost to cancer. And then we had a very brief opening ceremony where I said a few words and a friend of ours from Cancer Research UK said a few words. And then people sort of walked off into the sunset towards Queenborough. At the old house at home in Queenborough, we had a friend of mine who's got a local band called Bend the Crack Con. They did a gig for us. And basically the people walked along the seaside in the sunset.
So did the stroll come up to expectations, Lee?
Well, yeah, we had hoped that we'd get enough people this year to enjoy it and then go away and then next year come back with some more people and really enjoy it. And in the end, we had nearly 70 people come along and take part, which, you know, it really went beyond expectations.
So how much was raised then?
Well, we had a banking day a few weeks after the stroll, and we found the money just kept rolling in. And in the end, when we had our presentation night a few weeks after that, we could give Cancer Research UK a cheque for £3,004.
Lee, when and where is next year's stroll in 2014?
Well, next year we're going to keep it at the same weekend and the same venue. So the walk will be on the 9th of August, and again go from the Lees at Minster to Queenborough and follow the seafront as much as possible.
So will there be any changes for the 2014 stroll, Lee?
Well, the committee have talked about how we felt it all went, things like that. We've listened to feedback from the participants. That feedback we'll discuss as a committee at our next meeting and see what changes can be made, if any. Not that there was much that needed changing, to be honest. There is also going to be the odd difference anyway due to nature giving us a different sunset.
When and how can people register?
Well, people can register now. We already have someone registered. They can register by visiting our website, which is www.funforlife.btck.co.uk. They can download the registration form, fill it in, send it to me. The address is on the website. Send me the form with their £5 registration fee, and Bob's your uncle, they're in.
So who can take part then?
Anyone can take part, but anyone under the age of 16 must be accompanied by an adult type person. We have set a minimum age of 8 except by prior arrangement, so if anybody's got any little kids, if they just say to us, can we bring them, we'd say yes. The youngest person this year was 3 years old, my granddaughter. So yeah, anyway, we must point out there are some steep steps that people have to go over, and the walk is just over 5 miles, so as long as you're able to do that, you're welcome.
Lee, how do people raise funds?
Well, everyone who registers will receive a welcome pack, which includes a sponsor form, so that's like your primary way of raising funds. And I believe this year participants will be able to set up a page on the Just Giving website like they did this year. People can also do little events of their own, like hold a coffee morning or Mr. and Mrs. nights, things like that. Anything that's legal, we don't care. And we've also just had some calendars printed with photographs of this year's stroll that we're selling for £5.99, limited editions, every one of them. So, yeah.
So, Lee, how can our listeners find out more about the event?
Well, they can find us on Facebook under Fun for Life, or we are now on Twitter under Sunset Seaside Stroll, or people can visit our website, which, like I said earlier, is www.funforlife.btck.co.uk, or people can email me on funforlife with the number 4 at btinternet.com, or my mobile number is 07932 211 083.
Lee, as always, it's great to have you here. Thank you very much for updating our listeners on how the Sunset Stroll went, and of course letting them know how they can take part in next year's event as well.
Well, thanks for inviting me up again.
That's Lee right here at BRFM on the Monday Night Community Show this evening.